Pick up everything. If it's a trash item, it's not your range. It's your battalion commander's range.
All right, and welcome back to episode 066 of the OK Podcast, powered by the Strength Co. I'm your host, Grant Broggi. I am joined by Mr. Trey Gottlich by way of Throckmorton, Texas, and Mr. Major Jeff Buege from Utah, resident Mormon. Today's date is April the 1st in the year of our Lord 2025, and Bitcoin is on the moon. We have officially arrived. We are on the moon. April Fools, gotcha. We're at $84,818.40, which means that we've doubled since episode 001 of the OK Podcast. I'm recording from the high desert of 29 Palms, California. I can't get enough of this place. When the wind blows, it goes. That's what they say around here in the high desert. It's a great day to be an American. It's a great day to record another podcast. And as always, we just want to welcome you for tuning in 66 weeks in a row. That won't always be the case. One day we'll say, remember when we did 66 weeks? But as of now, 66 weeks, you've gotten this. So thanks. Shout out to our sponsors, BW Tax, BW Tax LLC. .com to go get your taxes done. You're a little late to the party if you're doing that. And of course, Mr. Helmet for all your helmets needs, the needs you didn't know, Mr. Helmet. Kick it over to three.
Real quick, can I hop in here real quick?
Oh yeah.
There was a message that was sent out sent by somebody's spouse, and it said it sounds like somebody was farting on the podcast. I think I just figured it out. I think it's my chair.
I thought you were just about to rip a fart.
No, that would have been much funnier. Dang it, dude.
That would have been a lot better.
PJ, go ahead and edit a fart in there. Yeah, go ahead and do that.
Jordy, put a fart noise in real quick. PJ.
I'm pretty sure I was farting, though.
Pretty sure we were all farting.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we all were.
I'm like, yeah, I think that's every episode.
I think that's called snooping and pooping. Am I right? It's your chair.
Surface farter.
Yeah. Surface farter, not to be confused with the surface shitter.
How much more egregious
not
crime?
Confused.
Yeah.
All right. Apologies, sir. Yeah. Continue.
Oh,
well. Over to the three.
All right. Let's kick this.
Here we go.
From the top, baby. One. What you got? One.
That's you, Trey.
Oh, am I the one this week? Okay.
Yeah.
Is it? I can only picture one in my head. Okay. Sir, really
so
nothing
it's a
for
man.
the... yeah. So really nothing for the group. Just if you have any names, please submit those quickly so I can review them.
Hey, what's the Moby Noni?
Sir, that's a great question.
What's the Momi Noni? I expect my Adge to have the Momi Noni every meeting. Okay, I want a Momi Noni. What is it, Adge?
Sir, I'm gonna have to update the quad and get back to you on that. Real quick. Hey, what does Momi Nomi stand for?
Marine officer, Marine enlisted, Navy officer, Navy enlisted.
Officer. He just wants me to make up numbers, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what the one does. They just make up numbers. And then when you send in the real numbers and your real numbers don't match their made up numbers, they get upset.
Hey, the real question is, have you met the magic number? Okay, we got magic number. No, every unit has a magic number. Okay. And they go into whatever, situation where they're going to receive numbers, and they're trying to add it up to the magic number. The problem is, one, Marines don't know how to do math. And two, the magic number is always wrong to begin with. And so then you're chasing a number that doesn't exist. But that's the magic number. Hey, how many Marines do we have? Oh, sir, the magic number is 428. Why is it magic? Well, I got 10 over here. I got 15 police and trash. I got 27 at the chow hall. I got 92 down at the trainer. Blah, 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 428. Okay. Are we there? No, sir. The numbers do not bump. Very well. Anyway, I digress.
Sir, just on a side note, I had to kick back your NAM for the trash marine. It didn't read right, so I'm gonna have you go ahead and just keep that back down, sir.
Hey, Trash 6 real quick, just for the team. Ads, we appreciate what you do, but Napoleon said it best: put trash on their chests and win the rest. And if we're not getting the trash on our friggin' uniforms, our Marines are not going to take police calls seriously. So whatever young company grade didn't put in that summary action, get back over there and do it, because our trash will be awarded to our trash Marines.
There you go.
Long welcome from the one.
All right. Well, we'll do this properly. Let's kick it over to the deuce.
Nothing for the group.
Okay, great. Thank you. Appreciate you being here. So let's move it on. We'll go current operations and move it over to future operation. Okay, current operations, right? Number one priority, trash. We're working on the trash. Okay, we've added about 70 dumpsters to the camp here. Okay, we got dumpsters outside every building, one on each side of each building. We've got a dumpster in each office of each building. Okay,
ooh, that's good.
There's no friggin' daggone trash that's going to be anywhere, okay, but a dumpster, okay? I want trash in dumpsters. That's number one priority. I don't care about training. I don't care about swim quals. I don't care about rifle range. We care about trash. Trash is the number one priority, and we need to be driving towards that. I'll kick it over to the FOPSO.
Hey, real quick, XO here, 3. I just want to point out, you said trash is the priority, and that's what you've always said. And I just wanted to point that out, that you're doing exactly. This is the mission of the batter. Okay. God fights on the side of the unit with the most police trash. God fights on the side of trash 6. All right. So just remember that.
That's right. Thank you. Thank you, XO. Thank you. All right. FOPSO.
Hey, by the way, fit reps are due at the end of the month.
Outstanding. Outstanding.
FOPSO, Trey, anything for FOPS?
Yes, as far as FOPs go, I would just like everybody keep in mind, just reminding them, everything around you, even if it's not trash now, will be trash someday. So everything will be trash. Just keep that in mind as we look around and police our areas. If you're not sure, it's trash. Okay, that's all I got for the group, sir.
Wow.
Hey, we appreciate that 30, 60, 90-day plan. It fits into all 3. 3 Alpha, go ahead and put it into each quad on the slide. I want to see future trash in the 30, 60, and the 90. Let's just call that the FTP, the future trash policing, and make sure that stays in the training schedules. And commanders, down to the squad level in your weekly training plans, I want to see FTP. So make sure your platoon commanders do that. If they already did this week, just have them redo it and stay all night and redo it so that it looks the way that I want it to look, even though it has 0 impact in my life. Okay, back to you, 3.
Excellent. Okay. Additionally, I think maybe just good idea fairy coming in, field grades. This is what we do. Come up with good ideas. We've got a tracker, some sort of tracker, like an Excel document with okay, what's current trash, what's pending trash, okay, like what's about to be trash, and then what is our future trash, okay? So I want a document that spells it out line by line, gents, line by line. We need to identify the trash now. The trash that's coming down the pipe.
Sir, this is
alligators
the 2,
closest to the boat. Okay.
So this is the deuce. What about classified trash? Where does that fall into?
Oh, hey, sir, this is the 4. I can handle that one. Just to be aware, in preparation for the phasma, we have a classified dumpster that's already it's ready to roll. So good question, Deuce. Don't worry about that.
Well, sir, I was just going to recommend, instead of making physical classified trash, you think we could just all do everything on Signal? And if you have any classified information to pass, we'll just put it in a group chat, because then that would make us trashless.
That is an interesting concept. I believe they're working on that at the Marine Corps Future Trash Symposium as we speak. But that's good to go. That's good to go trash right there.
All right. That's good.
All right. That wraps up ops. Okay. 4. What you got? You already had some
yes, sir. Yeah. Appreciate it. I guess the only thing I would have to add to that is I've gotten with running up through regiment, got the grids for the porta potties. We're going to put them next to the trash cans and all the dumpsters. And we'll make sure they'll have the porta johns there.
That's good. Are we using 8 or 10 digit grids?
Mince rated, 10 digit.
Mince rated.
With altitudes?
That's required.
With altitudes?
Yeah, with altitudes. The only downside is the people, civilian contractors, they just don't pay attention to them.
Sir, this is the MO, and I know you guys think you're talking things, and we're on the floor, and I usually sit in the back of this meeting and stare at my phone and do nothing, and I just want to say dental readiness is a problem. The amount of class 3s and class 4s we have across the battalion is completely unsat. I can see one Marine every other day that is on an odd day of the month, and the rest of them could drive 3 hours to get dental done somewhere else, or they can pay out of pocket. But our dental readiness is our number one priority. If we cannot go to combat with bad teeth and with yuck mouths, and the yucca man is living in the mouths of our Marines and sailors, it is a disservice by the leadership, and the battalion is at 5% readiness. And sir, it is a shame. And I don't want to speak out of turn, sir, but I did. So with all due respect, fix your dental readiness. MO.
There seems to be a lot of truth in that character you were playing.
Yeah,
there. It seems like you've heard that before. It seemed like that struck out a chord at some point in time that someone has said that to you.
Hey, my buddy's battery's at 100% readiness. So, hey, it's all fun and games until you're dental class 4.
Ooh. All right. Hey, let's back on track. No more sidebars. Okay, no more sidebars.
No, keep the sidebars to a minimum. That's what we say these days.
All right.
Which means there is a time and a place for a sidebar. If we're just keeping them to a minimum, it shows that sidebars are valid.
Means they are authorized.
Yeah, they are authorized. Just keep them to a minimum.
All right, that brings us over to six shop. Camo.
Yes, sir. Just checked in, so I'm still trying to get the bearings right. I'm going to kick this over to my chief.
Sir, we got the baseball coming up, and we've been looking at the freaking daggone record jackets, and they are all good to go. And I got that VSAP for you, sir. And we're going to send that up to third echelon maintenance. But don't worry for the field, because we got Elon's Star Moon or whatever that's called. And so comms should be just fine. And I'm on leave for the next 15 days. So just call the lieutenant if you need anything. That's it, sir.
That's good trash. Got those freaking daggone record jackets good to go. That's good trash. All right, 6
record jackets. Future trash.
Very true.
That's true.
That's so true.
You know, we're all future trash if you think about it.
That's deep, man.
Yep.
Wow, we've really uncovered something here.
We really have.
Like I said, I know no one else enjoys this outside of us, but
not true. True.
If only there's some outlying stations.
Yeah, I think we got some outlying stations that dialed in. They got some traffic to pass.
Yeah, you want me to bring them in now?
Well, hold on. Wait, career planner, are you here? Is a career planner in?
Hey, listen, Trash Chicks real quick, team. We appreciate the Allied Stations calling in every week. We appreciate the team here. And the Marine Corps is just short on funds a lot of time, but you know what they say? We do more with less. And what I've always said back to them was, well, what if you gave us more? Think how much we could do. And they just said, no, we're just going to do more with less. And so as a part of that, we just want to go out of the outlying stations. If somebody wants to be a career planner, this is your time next week. Just jump in, career planner
free
here.
Parking spot.
Yep, free parking spot. Don't have to come to work on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Your slides are always out of date, and we just accept that fact when you brief us that they haven't been updated. And basically, Marines have to have a ton of initiative, come to you, have already done everything they needed, and you send an email or they're screwed. And so the career planner job, it's an easy one. If you want to be the career planner, just hit us up on marines.mil.
Good to go.
Yeah.
All right. Outline stations.
Let's see. We get the chaps. We get the chaps, but exhort one another every day as long as it is called today, that none of you be hardened by the deceitfulness of sins. Hebrews 3:13. Interesting translation choice with the ESV. And don't forget not only to secure your trash, but to secure your salvation also. Okay. Big Nate Ekberg checking in. We got Shawnee one more.
Hey.
To Jalapeno Margarita Towers. I don't know what he's talking about.
Well,
Never heard of her. And we got a shout out going through Matt Lowen, Matty Ice, Matty LOLOL. From the MO dental readiness is a no fail. It's a glass ball. Gonna need everyone to get their nasty teeth fixed ASAP. FYI, next appointment is in 29 months. It's like he gets it. It's like he gets it good, dude. Scott Dubois. His profile picture has a dog. He's wearing a Nike Air Max t-shirt in his profile.
He is a dog
picture, and he's got an American flag hat. Hey, my brother in Christ, just buy a Strength Code t-shirt and update your profile pic. But he says he's present. And that dang dog, Honeybee, checking in from the doghouse. JK, I'm an inside dog. Perimeter is secure. Sounds like an alt-right listener that never served in the military but wants to sound cool. And someone responded and said, Dwayne The Rock Morton. Dwayne The Rock Morton. I think it's Dwayne. It's TH Rock Morton. So Throckmorton. And Hail State topic. They keep coming in. These Mississippi State guys laugh at all my A&M stuff. So they said Hail State. So there we go. Hey, as always, we want to keep this initial meeting to 3 minutes, and they go a little long sometimes. We get a lot of things on our plate. But hey, that's the way it goes. We're busy. We're a busy battalion. There's a lot of trash, and honestly, thinking about future trashies could get longer. So stand by. Yeah.
Whoa. Oh my goodness. All right, then we'll move it into the agenda. Go ahead.
And 100 listeners just logged off. They're like, wait, the fake meeting's over?
The roll call's over?
Yeah, I didn't make it.
Boo. All right, let's take a look. First things first. It is April 1st.
Just kidding. It's March 31st.
When we recorded this, it was April 1st. So thoughts on April Fool's Day, and every company basically sending you an email of some fake product that they're going to try to sell you.
Not the Strength Co.
Like
we didn't send
Strength
that.
Co.
Not the Strength Co.
The Strength Co. A no nonsense.
Trey,
company.
I feel like you got deep thoughts and shallow squats.
Just what time's it right now? Trey time 9:50. I just realized it's April's Fool's right now.
Wow. Is that an April Fool's joke?
No, it's not. This is being 100% sincere. Or am I? I don't know. No opinion on it. I appreciate a good April Fool's joke if it's funny.
Yeah.
Well thought out.
I want to have a strong opinion on it. I don't. What did I saw one that was funny. It's that crazy alt-right woman that like ran for like deputy something in a court in Missouri and like said like outlandish stuff, Hispanic, maybe like Venezuelan. I don't even know her name. And she'll be like, this country is filled with a bunch of gays and faggots or like something crazy. And then she'll like go into her political speech. Like she's a nut. And she posted like a pregnancy test and like tagged Elon Musk and was like, I only need $1 million or like, you know, have you guys seen the stuff with him? Like he like has his 13 kid with some like alt-right, whatever. And she's like demanding money. And so it was some kind of spoof of that. And I was like, I generally don't like your stuff, but this is pretty funny.
Okay.
13 kids. Is that with 13 different women?
I think it's with 5 or 6.
That's still, that man takes repopulating the earth pretty seriously.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen the movie Junior with Schwarzenegger. I know we can put a womb in for the rate of $500,000 a year and a $2 million down payment. I'm considering it. Just kidding.
Yeah, I was about to say, do not get that
April
Fools.
Good one.
Got him.
I don't know. I think it's pretty overrated.
If it went away forever, I would be fine.
I would go, oh, that's all right.
Oh, like daylight savings time.
Yeah.
In order of things I care about, I would say, I think I appreciate daylight saving times more because there is at least a purpose behind it.
Would you rather have April Fool's Day or Groundhog's Day?
April Fool's Day. Okay. Groundhog's Day is the worst.
Really? I'd rather have Groundhog's Day.
In Texas, we just call that life.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Bet all those Hail State boys love that joke.
Hail State.
Hail State. Yeah, let's rag on Texas.
Hail State. Let's make fun of A&M. Giggity, giggity, giggity.
Ring them bells, boys.
All right. Next slide.
That's April Fool's.
Yep.
That's not a bad slide. We've had better.
Some would say we've had worse.
I agree.
Is that so? We've definitely had worse. Yeah.
What? We'll have to think on this. What's our worst slide?
What the worst slide we've ever had?
Worst slide. I don't know. Well, we'll think on it.
Definitely not a trash slide. Yeah, let's circle back to that, and then we can piggyback and double tail off it.
Yeah, perfect. Trey, you've got a potential sponsor lined up, it sounds like.
Okay.
Pouring things in your nose.
Oh.
Tell us about that.
Well, first of all, have either of y'all, are y'all big Neti Pot guys?
Oh, I thought you were going to say cocaine was going to sponsor us.
Yeah,
I tried.
I got them. I've been shooting some emails back and forth with.
Yeah, they got deported. They got deported
to Cocaine Actual.
Yeah.
Neti Pot, y'all Neti Pot people.
I've used one once.
I'm not. I'm aware of what it is. It's like from like Lord of the Stars or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep. No, is that the thing where you like you pour hot water through your nose and it comes out your ears or something?
No, yeah, something like that. It goes into one hole and out another.
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry. And the holes are your nose, the nostrils. It's not any other holes in your body.
I saw the wheels turn. I saw the wheels turning on that one.
I got Trey stuck in a belly laugh over there. You know who like that? Those Hail State boys.
Hail State.
Hail's dumb.
Hail State.
But Mississippi, we're way better. Like. Sure about that?
Can I get a Hail State?
Hail State.
Yeah. So Neti Pot. Essentially, you have sinuses, whatever you need, and you clear it out. It's distilled water, usually some sort of I don't know, like a salt packet almost is kind of what it's like. You pour something in it, and then what you essentially do is you kind of pour it in here, lean over, pour it in one side of your nostril. Goes through your sinuses, comes out the other side.
And the Marine Corps, we call that the UET or the Helo Dunker.
Yeah, very similar. Yeah. So then Abby got a Navage, and it essentially sucks out of the one side. You like put in your nose right here, sucks out of one side while it's pushing water in the other side. Okay. It's 100, so much better. I can't believe neither of y'all. Yeah.
So
neither of y'all Neti Pot guys.
What do you do this for? Like, is it like cure sleep apnea or something?
No, it's if you have like a sinus infection or like you're stopped up. Literally just kind of.
Jeff and I are Marines. We don't get sick.
That's true.
Yeah.
No sick days.
Yeah. Sinus infection.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's more of a civilian thing.
What am I, an Air Force guy?
So if you're a civilian, then
no, I used one once. Days.
When
think 'cause
you
you told me about it.
when you put the neti pad and get it going, and like the snot's coming out one side, do you like sing yourself? What's that coming out my nose? Juice, juice.
Do you ever?
Yeah, like a cadence. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I get it now.
That's all you had to do. You had to break it down Barney style.
Yeah, by the numbers.
It is very satisfying though. If you pour it in there and a ton of snot comes out.
Okay. I do get the ads all the time on Instagram for like the camera on the end of the Q-tip. And they like go in and then like
super dangerous.
Shows all like the gunk they're pulling out. Yeah, I get those a lot. Never used them. Yeah, I don't know if I'd call it super dangerous or not. I'm always confused when people are like, don't put a Q-tip in your ear. It just pushes the wax down further into the ear canal. And I'm like, does it? Because I just pulled it out and it looks like I just pulled out Georgia Clay. So I'm pretty sure I got stuff.
Some of it.
That's actually Grant actually doesn't have hearing loss. It's just he's been progressively pushing more and more wax down his ear.
Wax.
Grant's ears are actually fine. It's just a ton of wax down there.
In Georgia, they just call clay earwax.
Yeah.
Your hearing's been preserved due to all the earwax just blocking all the sound.
That's what I'm saying.
You've got natural hearing protection in.
If I buy this tool, then my hearing would probably be perfect.
Just to be clear, the neti pot has nothing to do with your ears. Like if you pour it in your nose, the water does not come out of your ears.
I'm nervous if I pour it in my nose, it's going to come out the other holes.
Yeah. It's a lot of holes, man. We don't know.
They're all connected. I don't know much about anatomy, but I'm pretty sure they're all connected. A big system of pipes. I don't know.
Just a bunch of canals I like to call Panama. Okay, shout out. Actually, let me just do this real quick. Hang on.
Real sponsor. What's up? What do you got going on?
I don't know. Rummaging for
That's a helmet.
something.
Oh,
I know what it is.
And that's one of the smaller ones too.
Yeah, that's a little one.
I have no sound because I don't have headphones. If you're not watching us on YouTube, you should be, because this episode 066 is brought to you by Mr. Helmet. And that's right, I'm wearing a full-sized, fully custom Riddle Speed Flex something or not Godfather battery helmet to support my brother downrange. Mr. Helmet, make any dream a reality. That's what he's always said. Also, the company's called something else.
Make every dream a reality.
Yeah. Check out the helmet. What,
Dude,
you guys like that one? Should I keep that?
What a terrible tagline.
Yeah, I don't know if that's
Make
to
every
say.
dream a reality.
Buy a helmet.
It has nothing to do with helmets. Make every dream a reality.
The helmet's pretty sick,
it's pretty good to go.
Yeah, it's pretty good to go.
That is
Very good
that
to
looks
go.
pretty sick.
It looks even better than I imagined, honestly. We're making some little mini ones that'll be for sale. So head on over to the website I can't remember the name of, but Mr. Helmet. Link in description.
Gridiron green.
Gridiron,
Green
green
gridiron.
Green gridiron. Google
Hail State.
both of those combinations, you'll find it. Hail State. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. All right. Mr. Helmet, actual sponsor. We went from potential sponsor to now talk about actual sponsor. That's outstanding. We're a real podcast. I love it. So then, Grant, you posted JACKIN Steel.
JACKIN Steel. Yeah.
Jack
Do you
and
remember?
Steel.
Do you remember JACKIN Steel back on El Camino Real?
Like two guys named Jack and Steel or what?
No, two guys named Jeff and Grant, and we had those Home Depot wooden buckets. And I feel like when we came in as second lieutenants, maybe it was a TBS thing. I don't remember where it came from, but we were like, yeah, we're going to go jack steel. It was like a verb, meaning I'm going to lift weights. And I had those wooden Home Depot bucket squat racks. And on the left one, it said jack. And on the right one, it said steel. And it was just like, I'm going to jack steel. And I feel like we need to bring that back. Like, I'm not going to lift. I'm not going to the gym. I'm not going to work out. Like I'm going to jack some steel. Like you jack some steel yet today? So yeah, jack and steel. I just forgot about it. Just like hit me out of nowhere. I was like, jack steel. I forgot. Like we used to talk that. Yeah, our big Remp dog used to talk about it a lot.
Because it was like some class at TBS. I want to say it was like the defense or something like that. They're like, dig your fighting hole and then jack steel.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. And then you draw your sector sketch and then you jack steel. All right. And then you execute your security rest plan and then you jack steel. And that just like went on for the whole class.
And then Jeff and I left and we're like, let's go jack some steel. Let's go. Yeah, it was great. So yeah, I feel like we need to bring Jack Steel back. If you want to jack steel, hope you jack some steel this week. The best steel you can jack is a Strenko steel.
Very true.
Yeah, I like your mug there. Oh, you got t-shirt too. Look at you go, Buege.
The next best Jack is Jack White.
Ooh, that could potentially lead us into another slide.
Excellent segue, my friend.
Oh, it's like you did the read ahead. Okay.
3 Alpha has been doing his PME, getting ready to become.
Do we have a Jack White slide?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
By way of Jack White being involved in everything, yes.
We call that a happy accident. I like that.
Call that. Wow.
Can I ruin it real quick?
Yeah.
Were you surprised yesterday when you saw a photo of me and Jeff?
Oh,
no.
I feel like we should have talked about that before we even went into the meeting. Like Jeff and I were together 24 hours ago. Jeff and I were together.
Yeah, I knew Jeff was going to California for I was like, oh, that's cool. They got together. But then Jeff is there for training. Grant lives there. It's not a huge stretch.
Okay. I know that the freaking dang all Marines are busy policing trash. It was actually a little harder to pull off than expected.
Yeah, of course.
And to be fair, I think we pulled it off for about 12 minutes. So if you guys, if you saw on the OK podcast, Jeff walking up to my house, 9.5 minutes later, he was gone.
Is that live streamed?
Yeah, obviously we're always live. Shout out to the captain. I don't want to say her name, not because I can't remember it, but to protect her confidentiality. I definitely remember exactly how to spell it and say it.
We know.
Because I'm great with names. But it was kind of hilarious. So I know Jeff's coming. He shares his ETA. So I'm going down from the high desert. I totally ruined the Jack White slide, but I think this is worth it. I'm going down. I got a promotion to do this morning in Camp Pendleton. So I'm like, sweet. I'll go down in the afternoon, spend the night with the wife and baby, execute the promotion, my buddy, obviously. And Jeff's flying out. I happen to live by the airport, not to dox myself. Jeff, you swing by. Jeff doesn't tell me he's bringing someone. I have Jeff's location shared on his route. It says Jeff Parks. I'm opening my front door. Jeff's walking up. He's got a captain with him. I don't know it's a captain. They're in civilian gear. My camera's out. She dodges towards the bushes. And I'm like, I feel kind of bad because she probably doesn't understand this. Okay. And so
she's gonna make content, Grant.
Zoom in. So it's just Jeff. And that was that. But she was great. She was awesome.
Yeah. Super cool.
Yeah, she was cool. And so Jeff came in. I was working on my HF comms. Can you talk about
what were you building actually?
Can you tell Trey what you saw when you came in?
It was some sort of microwave antenna, some sort of a bunch of bars, and I'm pretty sure he was gonna put it up on a bunch of tent poles and spin it around, trying to catch some sort of comms from his buddy's XO or something like that. That's on Amazon or something.
Was it a slanted V?
Yeah, he was going to use the sloping V method.
Sloping V, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
He had done all the math for the slash wire. He calculated all this. Yeah. He had the HF or the Prick 150 out because those all got dermoed for the 160, so he was able to pick one up from the dermo lot. Because
from the Army base.
Yeah. But it was probably it was a full moon. So
calm was down because the moon was up. Yeah. No, Jeff did catch me in a nerd moment. So we had some people over from my buddies going away and some of the people really wanted to watch the UFC fight. And I'm like, no one told me there was a UFC fight. And they were like, but you can just buy it. And I was like, but I don't want to buy it. They're like, you have a TV hanging in your backyard. I'm like, yeah, but it like streams from phones, or like, I don't have like an Apple TV out here. And it was this whole thing with like getting the game on. And I was like, you know what? It is kind of crazy that I don't have a digital antenna out here. Like I should have a digital antenna. The Lakers game was desired to be watched. And I'm like, and you get all those free like local channels.
Yeah.
So that night I went to shop for them, and the ones I've had before, it's like a cord, and then basically it looks like an 8.5 by 11 like piece of paper that you like hang in your wall, but it's super ugly. But it's outdoors. It's like the TV's kind of under a sail. And so then I start looking for like the best one. And the best one is like a 2 feet tall, kind of wide, looks like the antenna you picture on every trailer park in the 90s, like thing. And it's like 4K, 1080p. And then there's this whole like range thing. So some are like picks up stations within 300 miles, and this one's like 2,400 miles. And I'm like, man, I can watch the news in South Carolina. This sounds fantastic. So I buy it, and it comes, and it's completely disassembled. And I'm trying to, like Grant's buddy's trying to get his wife's everything like set up for her. So it's like nice when he leaves. And so I'm like, all right, I got to get this thing installed. And so Jeff, and I'm like not a build it myself guy by any means, like by zero means. Like I have brothers named like Jeremy and Jameson that put things together. I'm not the put the thing together guy. I'm the like, someone else will put it together, or like, can I throw money at this and it gets put together? Like I'm not that guy. And, but I got this thing and I really wanted to like get it set up and use it. And so when Jeff comes in, I have like 19 pieces of like metal, like laying on my sofa, like plastic conduit. And it's like the UHF, the VHF. And I'm like, I actually understand all this. I'm basically a commo over here. I'm an artilleryman. And I'm like putting it together. And then I'm like, oh, Jeff's here. Like, stop. So then, and we'll go back to Jack White, I promise. I finished putting it all together, and like it didn't come with a coax cable. So I couldn't even hook it up to my TV. And so there's a completely built antenna in my house. But yeah, and Diana was like, you came home for like 6 hours and you spent like 90 minutes building this antenna. It better allow a live stream of you in Japan once it's up. I was like, yeah, of course. It's called the OK Podcast.
It seems like an IBOS project right there.
Yes, that is correct. IBOS.
That is an IBOS project.
Wherever you are in South America, come back and put up my antenna.
I would have been like, this antenna was made poorly.
Yeah. It seems that some of the tentacles were made in Taiwan.
Tentacles.
Testicles?
Like,
I mean, what
do you have
yeah, testicles.
Do you have a Phillips head, a soldering iron, 3 washers,
and a hostage,
and a socket set, and then just makes it so you can get every UFC fight for free.
And that takes us to Jack White.
Boom, 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 boom.
Trey. Not North America.
Oh, not North America.
No.
We're gonna fight them off. A 7-nation army couldn't hold me back.
Oh, we're not gonna do the whole song.
Oh,
I hope Jordy makes a little 15-second clip of that. That was great.
Not North America.
All right, not North America. Hail State.
Sorry. Hail State. That's good.
All right, Jack White.
Yeah, Jack White. What we've always said.
That's what we've always said. But did he play? He did some sort of thing with Ringo Starr.
Yeah. Has Trey seen that on Netflix, maybe? Have you seen it, Jeff?
I haven't watched it, no.
So, big Beatles fan guy over here. Huge Beatles guy. I'm just going to tell you the honest truth, though. Did know there was a Beatles person named Ringo Starr. When a seemingly looking Mexican popped up on my screen in what we call in Texas hats, with cool sunglasses and a beard, like looking stoically off into the distance. and it said like Ringo and friends at the whatever. And there was something about it being like, I knew it was like a country music, like, you know, like thing. I was like, I don't know what this is, but it looks like Los Tigres del Norte to me. I'm in. And so like I click play, and like the first person on the screen is Jack White. And I'm like, what in the not Mexican country music show is this? And he's talking about Ringo, and it was a really interesting fusion of musicians and like style of music and tribute to Ringo Starr, which like I don't like. A lot of them were talking about like his peace and love efforts, like whatever, that's cool. I like peace and love. But I don't like know about like his history of that. I just know he was like the drummer. And it's like country, and then he has a bunch
good job for knowing that though.
Hey, thanks, man.
Yeah, and I sincerely mean that. For
every Southern Baptist pastor, there's a slightly hippie wife, you know, or there's just a wife that grew up in the 60s and 70s. But yeah, so anyway, so Jack White was on it, and I sent Jeff a clip, and I don't even remember what song he's playing, but he's playing like a country song. Great. Ringo and Friends is great. A lot of Sheryl Crow, and I didn't really get.
Interesting.
Jamie Johnson was on there. Once a Marine, always a Marine. I think he got out. I think he could probably be vice president. I think he got out as a corporal, so he's definitely qualified.
Yes. Love that.
So that's the open billet. It's open billet. It's required.
It's actually
required to be
call the monitor
or E4.
Call the monitor. Well, I can send you to Ninth Com, or I can send you to the White House.
It's actually a
the
hot
VP
bill.
spot just opened up.
Also, VP spot comes with a no shave chit. So anybody interested?
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, Ringo and Friends. I enjoyed it. It was also like I want to watch something, but I don't want to have to think. And it filled the gap. But Jack White, man, like I've now seen him on a couple of documentary / music stuff, like besides the one that he's in. And it is weird. Like whenever Jack White's in it, I'm like, oh, I know this is like musically sound. Right. Like I'm like, it's like John MacArthur endorsing a pastor. I'm like, okay, this is gonna be okay. Like I'm gonna agree with this.
Okay.
Yeah. Old Jack White. Now, if he sang in a Baptist church, that'd be interesting.
It's probably coming on his next album.
Yeah.
Hey, in the future, we call that heaven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ringo Starr. Do you know who Pete Best is?
I only know Pete Hexa.
Close. Related. Jeff Pete Best.
I don't know. I should.
Who's the original drummer for the Beatles?
So Ringo Starr's an imposter.
So they had a falling. I think it was a falling out. And they're like, hey, we're going to let you go. And then they hired Ringo Starr. And like the next month, they got like huge.
Dang. You saying he like fell out of like a formation run?
Like, yeah, I hate when that happens.
Oh my God.
Fell out. Yeah.
Wow. The Beatles
so
woke
the Beatles
up.
were like, nope.
We all live in a yellow submarine. Let's go for a run. The drummer, the weak.
I'm also impressed
guy.
you picked the song written by Ringo Starr.
I mean, I'm also like less than 24 hours off of watching the documentary. So
fair enough.
It's kind of like cheat code. It's like the guys that know the second verse of the Marines hymn on November 11th. Don't ask them on November 12th.
Head of the army.
That's the best part.
It really
We're going to sing the first strip.
Third verse.
We're going to sing the first verse loud. We're going to sing the whole thing. And if the army.
Yeah.
Jack White actually wrote that part.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Ever looked on Heaven Street, they would find Jack White is playing for the United States Marines. Hurrah!
Hurrah!
Give him one.
Oh, kill.
Give him another one.
Oh, kill.
Kill them all.
Ah! That's good shit. Oh man. Wow. This you mentioned when you mentioned the no shave shit for the vice president thing. It got me turning like, when was the last time either the president or the vice president had facial hair? Like
Ulysses S. Grant.
No, there's got to be one in between.
Teddy Roosevelt.
Yeah.
No, like just think of heavy hitters that
like
come to
mustache
mind.
though, right?
So do you
feel like
Teddy
I feel
had a
like
beard.
George W.
Do you guys count the Confederate States of America, or are you guys just talking about the United ones?
Yeah, probably not. Definitely doesn't come to my mind.
Just the
You talking about like when they
United ones.
broke up for a little bit? Yeah, no.
Well, yeah, because there was no leaders on the other side. So I mean,
No.
Well, that is true. And they all have facial hair, so I feel like that's a little bit of a cheat.
so basically, if you have facial hair, you lose.
I feel like George W. grew some facial hair for a little bit.
Presidents with facial hair? No, George W. never did. In
43?
office? I mean, that's the only George W. I know.
I'm gonna go down to my ranch and
I mean, I don't know him like I know Jesus, but I know who he is, and I don't think he ever had a beard as president.
he had. I think I can find a picture. 5 o'clock shadow. Do you count that?
Well, everyone has a 5 o'clock shadow.
Point, it's 6
And
o'clock.
okay.
Take a picture of the guy at 6 o'clock.
In DC, it's just called 5.
10 o'clock shadow. It was a pretty aggressive shadow.
Okay. I'd love for you to find this. I can't think of anyone. Lyndon
According to
B.
Wikipedia's
Nixon.
page of list of presidents of this is just presidents.
This is
not vice
good.
president, but
This is
list
good
of presidents of the
trash.
United States with facial hair. Showing.
Wait.
John
Let's see if we can.
Okay.
So you just
name
gave
as
away
many
John.
as you can.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Garfield, Grant, Jefferson Davis.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, United States. Roosevelt.
Which one?
Taft. That is definitely George W. That's a deep fake. That's called AI. Taft. I'm gonna say both Roosevelts. That's Dale Earnhardt, not George W. Bush. If you're not watching
He actually
YouTube,
looks
you're
good
missing
with the
out.
mustache. If you would pull that off.
I don't know. I
Okay,
can't
just
think of any.
only
Trey's not even
Teddy
playing.
Roosevelt.
Okay.
Oh, dude, you've named all the
Taft?
ones I know already.
Taft
Taft, yes.
also got stuck in a bathtub. Awesome story.
Did.
Garfield.
Garfield, yes.
The cat? Yeah.
Ulysses S. Grant, yes.
All right, name them off. John Quincy
Some of these are
Adams. Wow, I didn't even know they made mustaches back then.
John Quincy. It's more of like the picture they've got. It's like basically like mutton chops that just connect on his chin. So it's like a beard with no mustache. He's bald. It's a great look.
In South Carolina, we call that secession.
Same for Martin Van Buren. He's rocking a similar deal.
Oh, Van Buren.
That guy had crazy hair.
No, the gentleman with wild hair and crazy eyes was John C. Calhoun from South Carolina, senator.
Zachary Taylor, although the picture on this Wikipedia page does not have facial hair, it would appear.
Zach Taylor, Zach Brown, that checks out.
It lists out. Okay, they're counting sideburns as facial hair.
Man, what is this country coming to?
Go. But like Martin Van Buren and John Quincy Adams, that's facial hair. Those are like down to the chin. I'm calling that facial. But Zachary Taylor, no.
They must have been bad
Abraham
presidents.
Lincoln.
I forgot about old Lion Abe.
Ulysses S. Grant, Rutherford B. Hayes, Garfield, Chester Arthur, solid mustache.
We had a president named Chester Arthur.
Apparently.
Oh, Chesty?
Big mustache guy, big sideburns guy. Grover Cleveland.
Oh, I forgot about him.
Benjamin Harrison. Teddy Roosevelt rocking a sweet stash.
Did you Google this?
Yeah, I said like last time a U.S. president had facial hair. Wikipedia pulled up. Taft and then Truman, which the picture they have, he's clean shaven for sure. But it says he had a beard and a mustache at one point.
Fascinating.
So there you go.
Different topic. You know what I started using instead of a search engine?
Bing.
Is no. Well,
Ask Jeeves.
Yes. Ask Jeeves.
Jeeves.
Ask
The
Jeeves. Ask Google.
Encyclopedia Britannica.
No, I started using. I just
God.
use like Chat GPT.
Oh, yeah. And the Slack channel, we just call it GrantBot.
Yeah, essentially Grandpa.
Yeah.
You say it's dumb.
I don't like it. They get things wrong. They get facts wrong.
They do.
Yeah, but if you say them confidently, they all sound right.
Like,
Spoken like a true NCO ready to be vice president right there.
did y'all see any of the pictures of keep it on the vice president, like, or videos of him, like, with the Marines?
With his
like,
cover
going
on
over,
in the freaking dang chow hall?
like
Eating
but he was,
chow
like,
with
out
a
of, like,
cover on?
range. He like shot some
Oh,
of like
yeah, I saw
the
that.
annual rifle qual, and he's like fully like kitted out in this like really high speed like plate carrier and all sorts of stuff. And I was like, really? Come on, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I think
He got
that
a pizza box.
I think, you know, a lot of people are excited about this. A lot of people hate it. I think like
That's so weird. That's,
Like,
people
what-
are usually on the same page.
yeah, whatever's happening, like might go well or like could end in catastrophe. But I do like that the Marines page is now just like constant the stuff I signed up for. Like it's just
Yeah.
like bullets
Yeah.
flying, planes taking off, bombs are dropping.
Yeah.
And I do like that
Same.
on the social
It
media
sells.
side. Yeah.
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 Same.
Death sells. That's what we've always said.
That's what-
Who said that originally? Is that Gandhi?
Yeah.
Mahatma
Yeah.
Gandhi?
I was going to say something else, but it might be sacrilegious. Next slide.
Oh, man. Okay, next slide. Let's see.
All these,
Let's see.
all these holes are connected.
Yeah, it's basically
So-
like a net. We're basically the neti pot.
We're all
Hot.
tunnels.
Yeah.
All pipes.
big hot question. All pipes. Big hot question.
Life's a pipe. Fill it.
Is Zach Top Alan Jackson's son?
Okay, I want you guys' hot takes on this one before I speak.
I know nothing
looks
of this. So
How tall is he?
I don't know that answer. So let me frame this a little bit more. And I think we talked about this on episode 044. If you guys haven't listened to episode 044, go back and listen to episode 044. Just kidding. No idea what episode it was. But we did talk once about these young country singers that are good now. And I was like, how can they possibly sing about these things? They have no life experience.
true.
Unless your dad is Alan Jackson. Because Zach Top apparently writes his own stuff. And, you know, like I like his song, sounds like the radio. And it's like his life, like when he came out in the Chattahoochee, like this and that. Like I like a lot of his music. And I'm like, how do you know this? You're like 24. Like you don't get to have life experience yet. And then my wife, Kitchen Six, was like, have you heard about how Zach Top is Alan Jackson's son? I was like, what are you talking about? And so there's a bunch of like facial things where they like line up the faces next to it and they definitely look alike. And then I'm like, well, he's good at country music. He doesn't have a life experience, but he sings about it.
Yeah.
Must be Alan's. But then the funny part of it was he just like ran with it. So I think a news article came out. So now he's been interviewed a bunch. He's like, yeah, I'm going to see him this week on tour. I'm going to ask him if he's my dad. And Zach Top's funny. I'm telling you, said it before and I'll say it again. And it's what I always say. 90s country is back, baby. Like we are back. So. Like I really think like there was 20 years of misery and country music is back.
So I thought this was just like a Grantism, but this is a real conspiracy.
This is a real thing. Punch it in Ask Jeeves. He'll tell you.
Okay.
Yeah, it's back. So you said conspiracy. In South Carolina, we just call those opinions.
Yeah.
It's true.
Called truth.
No, it's a thing where it's a thing worth getting into and reading about. But yeah,
Conspiracy.
Sounds like the radio.
Hail State.
Beer for breakfast. Hail State. Beer for lunch.
That's good.
That's good. That's good trash.
What's a torpedo bat?
Oh,
Have you not seen this?
No.
I'm really
Oh, my
hoping
goodness.
Trey knows all the details because I know a little bit. So, or do you want to go first, Trey?
No. So I sent y'all a bunch of memes about the New York Yankees. So New York Yankees, and fill in the gaps, Grant, if I miss anything. New York Yankees hired somebody from like MIT to design a new bat for them.
Okay.
And it looks absolutely ridiculous. And so it's
Disagree.
normal baseball bat, skinny, gets larger, right?
Yep.
That's a cheap.
Tracking.
Yeah.
That joke will come to fruition by the end of the podcast.
Yeah, we're all pipes. This one, skinny, gets larger, goes back to skinny.
Okay.
I would filling in the gaps. I would say that it gets excessively large at a certain part of the what do you call the top part of the bat? That has like a name.
The barrel.
Keep doing that.
The barrel gets exceptionally large. It's basically a modern day Billy Bean, who was like, where does the bat come into contact with the ball? And I don't know what the rules are for making bats, but like, how can we optimize that? Yankees came out opening day and hit 15 home runs, and now every team is copying it. So it's like torpedo bats.
Wait, they hit 15 home runs
15
in one
home
game?
runs opening day. Yep.
Holy
I think it was opening day.
crap.
Let me fact check myself. Hey,
I thought it was for like the 3-game stretch they had.
Let me look. Let me ask
Which
you.
is still impressive. Like 15 in a 3-game stretch is impressive.
Yep. You're right.
5 per game.
17 home runs. 17 home runs in 4 games.
That's nuts.
Damn. That's
Opening
a lot.
weekend was 15. There you go.
So they got these guys from MIT, and they like closely
Nerd alert. Hail
the
State.
rule book. Yeah, that's all Hail State engineers.
Hail State.
They looked at the rule book, and there was nothing like against it, and so they like made this weird looking bat and just crushed it on. Like,
I don't think it's that weird looking. Look, Jeff.
it's not super weird looking. Yeah. Okay.
It's not the best color.
I'm looking. I pulled one
Oh,
out.
a little white on white bat. Okay. That looks pretty good.
Yeah.
No.
It's
Like
a
if you walked out and like nobody knew what that was, they'd be like, what kind of, it looks like a Nerf bat.
Kind of looks like a Nerf bat. It's not.
And some of them, like, I mean, if you didn't
I
tell
don't-
me that bat was shaped different, and I like just like looking at it, I probably wouldn't notice it at first.
Yeah, that's what I agree. Like it is like if you're looking for it, you see it, but I don't actually think it's that crazy looking. But yeah, anyway, torpedo bats.
Interesting.
Huge fan. Bring back the home run race. Give the guys steroids. Bring me back Mark McGwire in white shoes. Like, let's go. Man, opening day. Awesome. Red Sox are 1-4. Of course, they won the first game, then lost the next.
Oh, they
4.
lost to the Rangers, right?
Yeah, they beat the Rangers on opening day, which is cool. Then they played them 3 times and lost, and then they lost to the Orioles. And today they didn't play, so didn't lose. Are you a Texas Rangers fan?
It's like between them and the Stars, they're like the only good Dallas sports teams. The other
Yeah, I'm
ones are
guessing in
just-
Texas you just call them Rangers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, beat the Red Sox 3 out of 4 games. That's tough to do against tall grass.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Braves are 0-5, so that's good.
Got to get them torpedo bats.
No, they need
boys.
to get Fred. They need to get Fred McGriff. Is what they need.
Fred McGriff.
They need Chipper
Crime
Jones.
dog. Crime dog.
Crime dog. That was my boy.
That's my boy.
I'd rather take
Crime
Chipper
dog fan.
Jones.
Chipper Jones.
I'd rather
I'm a big
take
fan.
Kirby
I
Puckett.
love.
Career ends in domestic abuse, but besides that, it's pretty cool.
I would rather
And
take
glaucoma.
the best hitting catcher of all time.
Oh wait.
Rodriguez.
Yeah, Pudge.
It's not
Nah.
Mike Piazza.
Not Mike Piazza.
Pudge Rodriguez.
for
I actually, that's funny. Was I right, Jeff? Your dad's the keeper of the baseball stats. My mind went to Pudgy.
I think
yeah.
he is.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I was.
Yeah.
I don't know, like statistically, but I don't want to give any credit to anybody that's a Met. Ugh.
Yeah. Ugh. Take that, Shawnee. One more.
Yeah, Shawnee. One
I
more.
can
We don't like
drive.
the Mets.
Yeah, we don't like the Mets and we don't like Master Gunnery Sergeants. So get over yourself, Shawnee. I can
The
drive.
Mets.
But
A little shout out to a listener right there.
Sheep.
All right, we're gonna make this the longest
baseball season has
podcast
started.
ever. I can feel it. I'm here for it. I got nothing to
We
do.
don't have that many more slides. We're kind of coming towards the end here.
We've just been silly.
BWTaxLLC.com.
Let's be serious. Let's do a little ad read.
Okay, yeah, let's be serious. Oh, like me or someone else?
Someone else. I'm delegating that out.
So
yeah.
so we got Jordy, who's cool, and he like has a folder with ad reads, and he fills it, and then he just doesn't fill it for a long time. And I guess we also haven't had guests in a long time, but I feel like we've had
That's true.
some. Let's go. I mean, we've been talking about George W. Bush.
Let's do it.
Sorry, I'm on Boingo.
Now, listen here, y'all. We got a little saying down in Texas. Y'all might have the same one there in South Kakalaki. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. The point is, you need to go to BW Tax to get your taxes done, okay? Because he helps out good Americans like you that are struggling to put food on their children. I said that.
Thanks to Master Guns Teal for that ad read for BWTaxLLC.com. True story about BW, and this will be a little bit of an insult, but mostly a compliment to his customers. Talked to BW the other day, driving down the road. He's a real guy, called, he answered. I said, man, it's tax season. I'm surprised you answered. I'm just like, I'm a prisoner of the highway right now. He's like, dude, I'm not a warm body, or I am a warm body. I'm not a chat bot. And I said, hey, did you listen to last week? And he said, I have not listened to an episode since I was on it. And
he's still paying. He can do whatever he wants.
He can do whatever he wants, but that's because that's when tax season starts. You know, like he was on it.
True.
And right before my buddy moved, so that must have been like December. And so that's the kind of commitment. He knows that his dollar's out working on the podcast, and he wants your dollar to work for you. And he was like, man, I can't wait for April 15th. I'm just going to binge like 10 episodes. What's funny is there's a group chat with me, him, and another Citadel guy. And Tim Bain, a guest to the podcast, chess player, Bruins locker room aficionado. And, what I love about Tim is I sometimes forget that the podcast launches on Friday, but about midday on that group thread, Tim starts hitting everything that he enjoyed. And Brendan always like replies or likes it. So I assume he's listening too, but BW hasn't listened in months.
Faking it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
You won't fake it when he does your taxes. He knows what he's doing.
What's the sequence on Signal? I think it's fist bump, American flag, fire emoji in that order. That's what you do right after you bomb you.
Yeah. Oh, goodness gracious. Did the Strength Co. have a birthday? Am I reading this topic correctly? HB Strength Co.
You are not reading that topic even remotely correctly. And
hey, but happy birthday, Strength Co.
Hey, happy birthday.
That comes in August. We call 1 August the birthday. Coming up on 9 years. This is a great segue. Coming up in 9 years. Gym opened 16. Now I can't remember. 16.
Yeah.
One thing that we did right from the start was a good sign. One thing we did right from the start was a good trademark. And one thing we did right from the start was a good font that is also trademarked. And HB Strength Little CO is Huntington Beach Strength Co. Their gym down the street. They opened up. I don't know when they opened up, and I think they've been opened longer than I remember, but they opened up a while ago because in the last like 3-4 years, like they've been open at least that long. I've had people take pictures of this like banner hanging on the side of a building that says HB Strength Co. And I've clicked it. And, you know, it's like a Globo gym, but with some squat racks and stuff, but it's like on Main Street, like on the water. And I've never really been concerned. You know, we've had some trademark violations over time. Like when someone put Strength Co. on their plates, we sent a cease and desist. We've had, I think maybe 3 times we've invoked it. All the times we haven't had the results we wanted. Basically, I spend money for lawyers to do stuff. And the company just continues, right? And so my kind of thought process is now is like, unless you directly rip me off, like, which we're about to get into, like, I don't know, what can I do here? They took my exact font, my exact colors, and made a sign that says HB Strength Co. Now, our gym there in Costa Mesa, California, is not huge. You know, we keep about 100 members at a time. But I have had multiple people messaging me saying, oh, you're opening up a new one in Huntington Beach, and non-members. Oh, new one. Here, I'll show you guys let it focus. Let it focus. Hang on. Let me reach around here. Oh, trying to focus it. There you go. See it?
Oh, wow.
What the heck?
See it? That's on my phone over the camera through a podcast app.
No.
And yeah. And so they just completely they just put a sign up, and the sign is like a complete ripoff. So I've just been sending it to folks, and folks have been commenting, and they've been deleting comments, leaving some, which is weird. hbstrength.co. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. My buddy's kind of busy. I'm not concerned for my gym business. I'm just more like, man, I like paid a lot of money to like have a designer and like trademark stuff. And like, you don't just get to completely copy it. I guess you do actually. So yeah,
you have a history though of defending your trademark though, which is kind of what you were going for.
I think so.
In my one business law class that I took at A&M.
Say less.
Hail State.
Hail State.
Hail State. I feel like that's part of it, right? If like
you can't steal my trade back. You can't steal my trade back. Whoop. Yeah, I think so. I mean, they hate us because they ain't us.
That kind of thing. Yeah.
Imitation is the largest form of flattery. That's what Robert E. Lee said. So
that's
if
true.
Only. Yeah. If only. Is there any lawyers out here?
Hey, potential sponsor, my brothers. This is actually a test. Mom, don't cheat and text them that I talked about my brothers I'm proud of. I got 2 lawyer brothers. They should be getting to the bottom of this.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, direct ripoff. And I mean, so the other times it's been another gym out of state, and it's been a plate company, and we sent the letters and we got a response on one, and they're like, we had no idea. And that's fair. Right. And but like that font, that color of a sign, that spacing of the lettering, like, and maybe they didn't know. Let's give the owners the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they didn't know. Maybe they hired a designer and he saw it, but also you're like 6 miles from me. Yeah. So
I guarantee you, he made the co smaller
to be different
on purpose.
Yeah.
On purpose.
Yeah. To be like, oh, see, it's so different. It's so
it's different.
Yeah. Also, happy birthday, Strengco.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
We love you, Strengco.
You know, I read it and I was like, I don't think this is happy birthday, Strengco, because I saw no content surrounding the birthday of the Strength Co, and I feel like I would have seen
we
something.
don't really post that anymore, but it seems like our account has just turned into a WWE meme account of Strength Co. Thanks, Connor. But yeah, so that's that.
Love
HB
that.
Strength Co.
Well, don't love that, but yeah, interesting. Hey, our outlying station, Golden Honeybee, even commented on that.
Oh, you found it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've deleted quite a few. Yeah.
That's good.
You should message them and be like, hey, do y'all make plates?
Hey, you guys want a
Can I buy
business
some-
idea?
Can I buy some plates from y'all?
Yeah.
You just got to get their like marketing contact list and just get them on the plate.
I'm actually
should-
0% worried about their gym traffic. I'm like 0% concerned about my gym, right? Like I could not be like that. It's more just like, it's just the font and the style and like the whole thing. And it's like, you definitely copied. Yeah. Like I'm not worried about that. I mean, honestly, 6 miles in California and in Texas, we'd call that Oklahoma.
You
Like,
should,
that's a
you should
long
make a
way.
new shirt and just put HB and then like a X over it and then the Strength Co.
Ooh, that'd be
I'd buy
fire.
that shirt.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll make it just for you, Trey.
Thanks, Brian.
Anytime.
That's good.
I know we got more slides.
Yep, I was in his Dale Earnhardt documentary.
Ooh.
Sounds like it's worth watching.
And you were on
to
the
me.
doc binge, huh?
No, it's not out yet.
Oh.
I think it comes out Memorial Day weekend when the Strength Co releases all their cool stuff. But I've been getting the
Coincidence? I think
ads
not.
for it. Yeah, coincidence? I think not. Oh, our sign looks just like yours? I think not. Our owner looks just like Dale Earnhardt? Coincidence? I think not. It looks awesome, man. Like it is like, it's just like excerpts of like a camera getting stuck in Dale's face. Hey, welcome to my office. And he's like sitting inside of a NASCAR. It's like him holding Dale Earnhardt Jr. at the winning line and then Dale Earnhardt Jr. racing. I'm probably too pumped up for it. But yeah, it looks really cool. I was also really into NASCAR growing up. So like, I remember I was at Awana when Dale Earnhardt died. It was like devastating. Like it was like devastating news. And then I was a huge Junior fan. Yeah. So anyway, the documentary looks cool. It's like father. I mean, I'm a dad, you know, so I'm all about that father son stuff. I have a daughter, but you know, I'm all about it. You guys haven't seen a single ad for this yet?
No,
I don't think so.
Nothing. I think your algorithm knows you.
Yeah, I do get a lot of square bodies, not people, trucks, and
Right.
also people. Yeah.
How is the truck doing? Any updates? Any
Hey,
truck
great
talk?
updates on the truck. We put that through we ran that through the Mexico channels and said we don't like this price we got through the old American channels. We read that thing down. The old truck is tranny's being rebuilt, and she's gonna see another day. She's gonna see another day. Yeah, can't afford not
I
to.
like it. That's what we like to hear. Good stuff.
Just ask no questions.
Just ask Jeeves.
Yeah.
Exactly. Just ask G. Let's see. Went out to the field. That's what I was
Oh
doing.
yeah, we gotta talk about
this
your
weekend.
field op, man.
So that's why, yeah, a lot of this, like all the baseball stuff, I've been out of the loop on a lot of things.
Oh, okay.
That's fair.
Now it'll make sense.
Protecting our
It was
freedom,
good.
we get it.
Yeah. But no, it was good. I felt like it was all kind of the same. Basically, going to the field is just the same every time. Like the first day, you're prepping, you have your timeline. It's going well. And then there's just some sort of wrench that gets thrown in it. Whether it's like big or small, it was really nothing crazy. But just
Usually
timelines
a
always
crescent
extend.
wrench, so it can be adjusted to decide how big it needs to be.
Just things take longer than you need them to. The CPX doesn't go so great for the battalion, and so things bog down.
Do you run a battalion op, not just a battery?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, anytime you're adding in that extra layer, it always makes it a little more complicated.
How'd it go? Would you like a good shoot? What
went
kind
well.
of?
Yeah.
Were you on Roblar
Went down.
Road?
Yeah, down at Camp Pendleton. shot from Roadblock Road, and then AFA 3-2, which I was like, this is the old HIMARS shooting ground.
HIMARS,
so
baby.
Well, so got to shoot cannons out of there, and then went down to another one kind of off of Barcelona, a little further south. Got to shoot DPICM. That was cool.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Someone filling
Yeah.
on the other end.
So the best part was we had to shoot it out of AFA 3-2, and we couldn't start shooting until the evening. So it was dark when we shot it.
So you can see it.
So couldn't really see it all that well. It sounded cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
DPICM, yeah.
I get it. Oh,
HCPD, I get it.
HB Strength Co. I get it. Hell State.
No, it was DPICM. Some Illum, some HE, moved around. Yeah, it was a good time. Of course, my truck broke down.
As trucks do.
100 meters. We were on the way back. 100 meters from like the exit that we take to get off the highway to get back to the headquarters.
Oh,
So we almost made it. I don't know.
Westminster?
It was overheating like crazy. Yeah.
Would you say that you were a prisoner of the highway?
At that point, yes, I was a prisoner of the highway.
Driven by
trapped
your
in
restless
my
soul.
cell.
Yeah, I get it.
But a lot of good stuff. Had a motivated driver, had a very motivated radio operator that was like attached to me, and it was just a good time. It's good. Yeah. A lot of good times.
That's
else? Good. And then, you get back. We got a Marine, ordered him a NAM in the field. Like,
okay.
I was like, if we're going to do this formation and we're going to take pictures, some people have boonie covers. Some people have 8-point covers. The worst, isn't it? Some people have no covers. So I was like, everyone's got their flak and Kevlar. Let's do this like motivated plate carriers, helmets, rifles, MRE box citation.
That's the way to do it, man.
It was good.
Marines mad at you now. Thank you later for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Nice.
Yeah,
I actually got to promote a Marine to captain today. Mike Minigel, former employee of the Strength Co. I met him. 111 Carnage Battery, went out there, did good things on the 15th, I think, Mew. And promoted him today down there at 11th Marines, which was cool. His dad was there, his fiance was there, and I said a couple of things, but one thing that I did say, and I just think it always rings true, is like, if you can bring your family to a significant event in the Marine Corps, you should, right? And like, or they should come. It should be on them too. Like, you're deploying, you're getting an award, you're whatever, because those things don't happen often. So it was really cool. His dad was there, promoted captain, the battery was fired up. Yeah, it was cool. So congrats to the new skipper, old Mikey Minigel.
Nice. Nice. Yeah.
Next slide.
Saved round.
Saved round alibis.
From drill. First day, so we had a sergeant in the battery, had been through OCS, was finished his college degree, and then earlier in the month, like, was officially commissioned. But then we did like a commissioning ceremony.
Cool.
There at Seal Beach, because then that allowed his family to make it down there. So his OSO drove down from Santa Barbara. It was in this, I don't know if you're familiar with Grant, with like little like memorial kind of like area that's just outside the gate. And there's like all like the submarines. The main one, not gate 9, but like the one kind of by
Polgus Gate.
Seal Beach.
Oh, 9-TAC 1.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
So we did it over there. I'd never been over there. That was really cool. Yeah, it was neat.
Have you gone through the federal
old?
Sorry. Go ahead.
Gave him some old second lieutenant bars. Passed on.
Yeah.
Some butter bars. It was good.
Also called trash. Future trash.
Future trash. I mean,
I just had this trash laying around. Here you go.
To be fair, Insignia has the chance to live until Jesus comes back.
That is true. I appreciate how you took something that was trash and then made it not
you
trash
gave it
again.
life. You gave it new life. Back to the
Yeah.
chaps thing. Secure
I feel like
trash. Secure salvation.
Yeah.
Man, when Jack White ends up at a Baptist church, I know I'm in heaven.
Save rounds.
Alibis.
Jason Statham movie, new one came out.
Jason Statham. Can you talk me onto that actor?
Ooh. What?
I try to do a Jason Statham accent.
Statham? Are we saying Statham?
Statham. Yeah.
Statham. So he's built like a thumb.
Yeah.
Actually, that's pretty accurate. Yeah.
Okay. Tell me more.
And
Tell me his
very-
most popular movie.
Aggressively British.
Very British.
Is this the guy from Transporter?
Yep, Transporter.
Got it.
Yeah.
Boom. Know the guy. Look at me. Culturally
Well done.
relevant in 2025.
Well
That's pretty
I was
impressive.
like, am I going to be able to name a Jason Statham movie at the grand
Transporter.
scene? But nailed it.
Okay.
No, but that's
He
the
has
thing
a
about
new
it is
movie?
that all Jason Statham movies, I'm convinced, are the exact same plot, and they just like change his occupation
Yeah.
and then who dies or gets stolen.
This is how I feel about Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, Star
Clint
Trek,
Eastwood.
Clint
Yeah.
Eastwood, Indiana Jones. No, not Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood's great. Indiana
I
Jones.
almost got him.
All of these sci-fi movies, just like they're all the
did almost
same. Yeah, you almost got
First of
me.
all-
Clint Eastwood, Heartbreak
Clint-
Ridge is way different from Dirty Harry. Way
you're right.
different than The Good, Bad, the Ugly.
Oh,
way
yeah.
better than A Fistful of Dollars. Don't get me. I'm a huge Clint Eastwood fan. Long
Was he-
live.
I
Gran
forgot the-
Torino? Are you kidding me?
Name the movie where he wasn't like a grumpy man.
Gran Torino.
He was pretty lighthearted in that one. Yeah.
Clint Eastwood is my Davy Cad.
I stand by this. I go, and this might be a hot take. Clint Eastwood, fantastic director, average actor.
$1 Million Baby.
Again, great director. He directed it.
So next, you're going to tell me George Strait doesn't write his own music.
Yeah.
Okay,
The lies
Trey,
you've spread.
with your Texas
I
takes.
guess hot take, man.
Whoop, whoop. Texas A&M.
Hail
Great
State.
football team,
Hail State.
terrible cheerleaders.
Actually, I don't even know about that. A&M's having a rough go of it this year, man.
They're having a rough go at everything.
I know.
He'll turn it around.
Basketball coach left from Maryland today.
Ooh.
Baseball team's been in the gutter.
I did like their red, white, and blue uniforms.
Those were nice.
Those were pretty friggin' cool.
Yeah. I did
Uh,
appreciate those.
yeah.
Took me a second to realize it was Texas A&M, and I like.
Likewise. I thought it was the
Oh,
Texas
yeah.
Rangers.
Yeah.
That was the vibe I got because George W. Bush owned the Rangers, and he was like,
Easily the most
we should
patriotic
just
school out there.
brand it as.
Texas A&M.
Really?
I believe that.
How can you be patriotic with male cheerleaders?
Um,
Oh, in Texas, you
I
just
don't
call
know.
them cheerleaders.
yeah, we just call them cheerleaders.
No,
Yeah.
yell
Oh,
leaders.
yell leaders.
Yeah. Oh, that's all right. My bad. Yell leaders.
Very different than a cheerleader.
Poor Grant Castleberry.
Is it?
Very, very different, Trey.
Let's see. To make sure we're staying on track, let me look here. South Carolina women's basketball. When do we play?
Final Four,
We're in the
baby.
Final Four.
Auburn
Play
men's
Texas,
Final
right?
Four.
It is Texas. Yeah. No, we already beat Texas. No, that was a SEC tournament. It's ESPN's being weird. But yeah, I know they're in the Final Four, and I think
Yeah, they're playing
it's-
Texas.
Yeah, this ain't
I looked it up
Texas. Woo! Ain't no hold on. Woo.
I'm a big Gamecock fan.
Hey, South Carolina, we
This
just call them
weekend.
Cox.
Hey,
Yeah,
how about them
fair
Auburn
enough.
Tigers, though?
How they doing? I'm out of the
Final
loop
Four.
too. Okay.
Who's their next
I was
game?
out of the loop.
Okay.
Against
Florida.
Yeah. Florida beat them earlier or last time they played, so they're looking for revenge.
Mm.
Yeah, all the number one seeds made the Final Four. And the Elite Eight
Wow.
and the Elite Eight almost lined up 1-2 in every matchup except for one. So it was
That's
like
great.
they nailed the seeding apparently.
It's almost like Vegas is smart.
I don't know. I guess.
Mm. Save
Now,
rounds?
do we want to? I just realized I left out a big. Do we want to
A
talk?
big slide?
Lieutenant Colonel Throckmorton, or do we want to leave that saved round?
I say roll it.
That means Trey's ready to go. I mean, Lieutenant Colonel Throckmorton.
Well, it seemed like I don't want to like shortchange it.
Let's talk a little ambiguous, Lieutenant Colonel Throckmorton, because I went to. That's funny, Jeff, that we forgot that, because I did more research for a podcast episode last night than I've ever done. How did we come to the fact that he was Lieutenant Colonel?
I don't remember exactly.
Like, I think we just was that just before we knew he's a military man?
We had no idea he was a military man. We just thought it was a funny street name, and then we're like, Lieutenant Colonel Throckmorton always giving those PMEs.
Lieutenant Colonel Throckmorton with his limo brief, putting like 9 bars on his own street, just testing us. Yeah, I got a little confused last night doing some research. We won't talk about him. We'll just talk about him. But I was like, wait, was he a 3-star general in the Army, or was he the governor of Texas that was voted against secession and then fought for the Confederate States and was known as Old Leathercoat? And I'm like, leather neck, leather coat. There's one book written on him from the early 1900s. I think I'm going to buy it and send it to my buddy to read on his deployment.
I like that.
Yeah. Take off Throckmorton, man.
Sounded like he was like trying to keep the peace. Hey, we should.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, now that we have, I'll go ahead and follow you.
I mean, that was like, that's kind of like my politics in a nutshell. You shouldn't split up. Well, I mean, no, I'm not going to outside. I mean,
it's kind of.
Wait, does this side allow facial hair?
Yeah.
No, okay, I'm in.
I do.
Kind of silly if we didn't go to war at this point, you know.
Whatever side is with Virginia and the mustaches, I am in for. Man, Virginia is for lovers. Hail State.
Hail State.
Hail State.
What's Mississippi's motto?
I hope this podcast gets a lot of traction with Mississippi State students.
I hope it gets a lot of trash cleaned up personally.
Yeah.
Yeah. But also traction.
Yeah.
Any saved rounds, alibis?
Shout out to my sister.
Hey,
Seems to be a
Boston
listener,
Marathon runner.
Continued listener of the podcast. She sent me a text the other day that was, when I was listening to the podcast and you guys were talking about outlaw country, it reminded her of this like other thing that was, so it was just funny. I was like, oh, she does listen.
Good job, sis.
In my brain, no one listens to this podcast.
I think about her all the time.
But we have a good time.
We do.
Yep.
We do a good time.
Good job, sis. Shout out John Conitz, Hare's Fly Fishing, also a listener of the podcast, was like, dude, fly fishing story was great. Also, I've never gotten mad at you about getting flies stuck in trees. And I'm like, that's not true, John Conitz, but he's definitely listening. So that's cool. Yeah, roll call was a little light tonight. The outlying stations, y'all need to step it up. You really do. I'm tired of hearing from Honeybee. Yeah.
That's my favorite one, though.
Yeah. Honeybee.
A lot of dogs on there. Yeah.
Honeybee. Also known for don't know how to cut metal. Only he will understand that. The dog, that is. Any more save thumbs? Oh, he's built like a thumb.
Oh.
That tracks.
Jason Statham.
Yeah.
State
he's a
episode. Hail State.
Jason Statham. Yeah.
Oh, gig 'em. I get it. Go Aggies. Yep. Yep. Gig 'em.
Oh, let's wrap this sucker up. Let's get out of
Trey's ready to go.
Trey's been ready to go since we logged on.
I think that's the last slide, right? That's the last one. Oh, we got way more, Trey.
Trey, you just don't understand the burden of command. Okay.
That is true.
The meeting has to keep going. What's funny is that some of the listeners are just realizing that this is basically an extended roll call, which is what every Marine Corps meeting is. And
yep.
There you go. Yeah.
Sorry.
At this point of the show,
like 4 times.
At this point
Trey, just kick it, Trey. Just kick
why
it.
Don't you bring us in for a landing?
I would love to bring us in for a landing. This is episode 06 6 of the
Okay.
What we get together then, Marines?
Okay.
Oh, better. Okay, podcast. As always, I like to thank our sponsors, BW Tax, good guy, better at taxes, keeping the lights on here. I'd like to thank Mr. Helmet, Green Gridiron Green, beautiful helmet behind Grant. Move to the side, please, sir. Wow, absolutely gorgeous. He can make them bigger than that, maybe? Definitely smaller. I don't know. I'm not sure what his capabilities are.
Hey, we're all pipes. He'll fill it.
We're all pipes, baby. Take a look at the link below. You'll find a link to buy a helmet down there. Also, if you're down there looking at links, might as well click on the Slack channel. Use code OK to join that. Get $10 off for new members only. I believe that is the policy, and we're going to stick with that. But I'd love to answer questions about lifting, life, love, or silliness, whatever you got. We'll do whatever. If you aren't watching on YouTube, fix that by next week.
Do it.
Or, you'll be hearing from Jeff. But give us a subscribe there. Most importantly, go to www.theokpodcast.com. You will find all the social media links for the OK Podcast on X, LinkedIn. What else are we on? Instagram,
Twitter,
what's Trump's
Blue Sky,
Starlink,
Truth Social,
Blue Sky
we
Mass.
cover all of them. Yeah,
VHF, UHF, HF,
we're all important. Yeah, we're on all the
CPX.
frequencies. Yeah,
Muos,
Spotify. Leave us a comment. We can get some comments on Spotify. I appreciate that.
No, thank you. And most importantly, we have our individual social media accounts that we're all very active on. Jeff was live earlier this week. I'm not sure if he is right now.
Battery died from being live all day. So.
Dead battery.
Don't get me started about dead battery phones.
Is that a safe drone?
No, that's like a freaking doggone no good to go. Okay.
But other than that, as always, powered by the Strength Co. Coach, did I miss anything?
Yeah. Let's kick it back to the 4 real quick. This is the MO. Just want to talk about dental. No, you got it all. Appreciate for you tuning in. Tonight was a little silly, but we're having a silly night. We don't know how many more episodes are left concurrently, meaning there'll come a time and a place where we can't record every week. We're happy for every day that we can. That means we're all on American soil having a good time. At some point, we may not come to you as frequent. No one knows. It comes down to if you guys' teeth are clean. So keep your teeth clean, and we may come every week. Actually, if you keep your teeth dirty, we may come every week.
Hour.
And if you clean them, there's a lot going on.
Class
there.
4, yeah.
Don't be a class 4. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, we don't know what heaven looks like, but we're pretty sure it's Jack White at Southern Baptist Church. www.okpodcast.com, www.thestrength.co. A lot of cool stuff coming Memorial Day weekend, and we'll see you next time.